Blackburn
Enterprises.
Thank you for coming to my channel. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. Back with a new movie review. Today we're going to be reviewing
The Harder They Fall.
Yes, The Harder They Fall. This movie is directed by Jeymes Samuel, also known as
The Bullets.
The Bullets.
Yes.
All right, I think he's known for he did like some music videos and things of that nature.
Yeah, he did some Jay-Z videos.
Mm-hmm.
He did the soundtrack, or he had something to do with the soundtrack of the Great Gatsby.
Okay.
So he's into music.
Yeah,
I think it's like one of his first films, though.
Right. So I think because I think a lot of stuff that he normally does in the music industry. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get into these actors and actresses.
Yeah.
This movie is starring Idris Elba.
Yes, it is.
Might know him from previous movies such as
Daddy's Little Girls.
You just said that because you just
like...
put the movie up. What else?
He's also in
He was in the latest Suicide Squad.
Yes, the latest Suicide Squad.
Yeah, we did do a review. We did a review on that.
Can we not talk about that?
Yeah, just in case you want to check that out. Give me one more. Go.
He's in the movie with Taraji P. Henson too.
You know we can't never think of that name of that movie.
Oh man, he broke out of jail.
He broke out of jail. He was crazy.
He was crazy.
We did this the last time. The last time we brought up that movie, we couldn't think of it.
I don't know why I keep on doing it. It's memorable though.
Is it? Apparently, it's not memorable. You can't remember the name.
I remember the movie, but not the name.
He was also in This Christmas.
Yes, he was in that. He was.
And somebody else that was in this movie, I'm jumping around a little bit, was in that movie was Regina King.
Regina King, yeah.
Yes. Also, what else? Some other movie she was in?
Well, I know she's the voice of she's in the Boondocks.
Man, you just be picking these just random. You just be randoms.
Because we just talked about that not too long ago. Right? And she's also in the thin line between love and hate.
Regina, yes, she is.
Yes,
she is.
Absolutely.
She is. Okay. All right. Also starring in this movie, we have Jonathan Majors.
Yes.
You might know him from previous movies or series such as.
He's in my favorite.
See, I don't know what it's called. It's called The
Lovecraft Country. I couldn't get it out. Lovecraft Country. Yes.
More recently, I think it was more recently. He's also he was in the series Loki.
Yeah, he was.
Yes. And he's gonna be a big part of the MCU later on. So
okay.
Yeah.
I love the MCU.
Yes, you do. Yes. Also starring in this movie, we have Zazie Beatz.
Yes.
You might know her from previous movies such as
Deadpool.
Yes, Deadpool 2. Actually.
2, yes, 2.
Also, I'm gonna know her from ATL.
Yes, she was in it.
Or was that Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Yeah, we do this every time. Is it Atlanta or ATL?
I think it's Atlanta.
Not
ATL. That's T.I.
Yeah, that is T.I.
She wasn't in that.
No, she's not in that. Okay. Also starring in this movie, we have Lakeith Stanfield.
Yes.
You might know her from previous movies such as
The Photograph. And we also have a movie review about that.
Yes, we did do a movie review on The Photograph.
Yes, we did.
With my girl, Issa Rae.
Yes. And he looks like the love interest in Insecure to me. I just always get them mixed up. But okay.
I don't think he looks like Lawrence, but whatever.
He does.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into the plot.
So basically, it's a Western movie.
Obviously, because we're wearing hats.
Yeah, we're in the Wild Wild West right now, and
Mm-hmm.
they're in the Wild Wild West, and they're doing Wild Wild West stuff. Like
this is true. Yes. So they have a bunch of characters that are actually based on real people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not an actual story. However, the story is based around all these different characters, like Stagecoach Mary, Rufus Buck, and a couple of other different characters. And some people they like to get money however they can get money in the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to do what you got to do. So we follow these characters as they make decisions and see what happens when they decide to make those decisions.
Right.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into your likes.
I like the soundtrack. I know that's probably some people's dislike, but I like the soundtrack because it is. I mean, it's a Western, so I didn't expect that. I was like, oh, okay,
shout
it's got
out to
music
Jay-Z.
in there.
He was one of the producers on here, so I think he had a lot to do with how the music was able to fit the film. So
probably the director as well, since he came from the musical background.
That is true.
As well,
that is true.
So.
That is true.
Yeah. So it definitely shows.
I agree. So. Anyone likes?
So the action is really great. I love the action. It's action packed.
Okay.
Awesome. It's not boring.
Definitely action packed. I guess for me personally, I'm not a big Western person, so I'm not a purist, I guess, when it comes to Western movies. So when it comes to, I don't want to say new school, but definitely some of these new movies that came out probably within the last 10 to 20 years. When they put a little spin on, like for example, Magnificent
7.
Yes, I couldn't remember the number.
I was gonna say Hateful 8, but I don't think.
Yeah, well, I never watched it, but you watched it.
Really good.
But yeah, between the Hateful 8, Magnificent 7, they kind of put a new age spin on Western movies, and so I feel like they're a lot more interesting as opposed to the Westerns way back in the day.
Yeah, I got you to watch Tombstone.
You know what? I did like Tombstone though.
Tombstone's good.
I did like Tombstone.
Shout out to my daddy.
And I didn't ever want to watch it. Yeah. Shout out to my mom Sharon. She loves watching westerns. So, yeah. But when it comes to black and white, I think my dad he likes watching westerns too.
Yeah, my daddy watched westerns too because he got me into Tombstone when I was younger.
Not a big western fan.
No.
Okay.
This was a good one.
Yeah. Any other likes? Enough of bashing on the westerns.
Right. The characters was really great. Characters did their thing.
I totally agree.
Absolutely.
I think that I won't say that's the best thing about the movie, but definitely the characters and it's multiple characters. Like they all have something that keeps you paying attention to the movie. It's like all of them. Be it some of them are cocky, some of them like the females. They carry their own. Obviously. Well, I ain't gonna say obviously, but when it comes to westerns and it's a male-dominated era, and the women definitely hold their own. When it comes to Zazie Beatz and when it comes to Regina King, they definitely hold their own, and they definitely show, that though they are women, that you definitely don't want to mess with them. And also, can't think of her name. Yeah. And you didn't write it down.
No, I was gonna write it down.
But I have her name.
Right here.
Yes. But she does an excellent job as well. She always, I don't, maybe it's because her facial expressions or whatever. She reminds me of Chris Tucker. Like I feel like Chris Tucker's her cousin, uncle, or somebody. But
probably.
But she did an excellent job as well. They just said her name. What was her name?
She goes by.
Can't think of it. But she does an excellent job in the movie. So the characters. They definitely keep you, engaged, and especially the main characters with Jonathan Majors and Idris Elba. They pretty much carry the movie. They are the main characters, and Jonathan Majors, like he just, I feel like he takes a role. I feel like he can't do any wrong.
No, he cannot.
And so Jonathan Majors is definitely doing the thing. Like he has, and I think one thing that. Definitely between his character here and his character in Lovecraft Country, he has a ability to strike or balance masculinity with openness, if that makes any sense. It's like you definitely look at him, he has a command of, his character and wherever he is when it comes to the film, but he still has that almost a softness to him and you identify with that softness or whatever's going on with them, and that makes you like his character even more. So I think that's something that he has a excellent way of doing. So definitely shout out to him.
Yes, I agree.
Any other likes?
I think that's all my likes.
Okay. It definitely I like the they don't have like a ton of different locations, because again it's the West, the Wild Wild West. So they have probably about 5 or 6 different places. It's probably not a whole lot of places, but definitely does a good job of bringing you in. Like you feel like you're there. You feel like you're in the West, out there in the dust with
the tumbleweeds,
rolling by, what have you. But yeah, definitely does a good job of that. And again, just showing what the different. And that's another thing too. And what did I say this about? I feel like I said this about maybe it was the not Scream. What's the movie? The movie? The Spiral. That's what it was. Spiral. I said it was about Spiral. I said how what I liked about Spiral is it was able to make it its own thing, but still almost show homage to Saw. And I feel like that's what this movie is able to do. Like it's definitely a Western, but it's like a new age Western. So it brings that up to date spin to it or whatever. So it kind of makes this its own thing, even though it's still a Western. So I love how they was able to do that.
Right.
All right. So since you don't have any more likes, any dislikes?
Not really, but with the musical component, which I love, I thought it was like a musical. At one point, I remember saying like, "This is like a musical. They breaking out in song a little too much for me," but it's okay. It was all right because they did.
Okay, I guess I can understand that. I mean, some people do not be liking musicals, so I can definitely understand that. Yeah. So, okay, any other dislikes?
No, that's it.
I won't stay. I won't harp on long, but as usual, I don't like people, so they're annoying. As we've said, I feel like we say this all the time, especially when it comes to older movies. We've said this about Harriet. We said this about what else did we say it about? We just say Antebellum. We did say about Antebellum, but more so about Harriet when it comes to showing our ancestors, so to speak, and showing them on film and jumping to judgment before the movie even comes out. You know what I'm saying? So, like for example, Zazie Beatz' character, she was casted, and I believe she's obviously Zazie Beatz is fair skinned, and I think the character, I believe she's Stagecoach Mary, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, she is.
It's either her character or Regina King, but the character that she is representing, I believe, the actual character was darker or whatnot. And so, again, I understand, and we have a history of stuff being whitewashed or whatever. But again, you have to trust people. You have to look at the people that's in the film. You see Jay-Z's the part.
Yeah.
So before you quick to jump and make a decision, and you had never even seen the movie, take a breath, breathe in, breathe out, and just wait till you see the finished product. And I think once you see that, as this is another case, once you see the finished product, you're like, oh, okay, I see what they did there. So it isn't like an actual. It's not biographical. It's not a biography. It's paying homage to these different characters who, may not have had the light of day if it weren't for the people that was a part of this movie. And they took those different people, and brought them to a fictional movie, or they were able to still bring light to those people and what they did back in the Old West.
Yes.
All right, so I guess it's that time to give a rating. You gonna laugh or you gonna give a rating? Okay, my bad.
Okay, I'm gonna give this movie a solid A. Because it is a very entertaining movie, like you said. Sometimes westerns can be not very entertaining. This one is very entertaining, and it's like something happens from start to finish. So it's not never a slow moment or let me doze off a little bit and come back. It's not that kind of movie.
She is prone to do.
Yes, I am. So it kept my attention the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get solid A as well. Definitely, as she said earlier, the action is definitely one of the things about westerns is you're gonna have those gunfights, you're gonna have those shootouts, and this movie definitely has plenty of it. And the way that they are able to do it, and combine that with the different characters, and different characters have different things that you like about them, not like them, the way they talk, the way they walk, the way they move, and again, the bringing the old school kind of, it's a western, but modernizing it, so to speak, with the big shot budget movie, screen when things happen on screen and how they happen. It's definitely an excellent movie. So
yes,
definitely. I'm gonna keep saying definitely. All right. So you want to go ahead and do us a favor? Definitely hit that thumbs up button. We definitely appreciate it if you help us out with that, and definitely gives people the opportunity to see our videos. And if you're not subscribed, come on, help us out and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 1K, trying to get to that 1,000. So go ahead and help us out there. I don't know what that was.
No, it's going up. We're going up.
I don't know. And so in addition to doing that, can you also do us a favor and hit that button right beside the subscribe button? That's definitely going to give you an alert every time we drop a new video. And if you want us to do us one more favor, go ahead and comment down below. And what should that comment be?
What is your favorite Western movie?
Good
or
question.
do you even like Western movies? Or you like him and like, Westerns are gross.
Really quick before we close out, I think we forgot to mention, and I can't even think of the names on the top of my head, but this movie did have a couple of people that were able to cameo, so that's another like. I did like there was people that was in the movie, even if it was like 5 or 10 minutes. I definitely do that. So I like how they were able to give everybody time chance to shine. So yeah. So, what did you say? What's your favorite Western? Let us know. And
comment below.
All right. Appreciate every single one of you. And I guess we'll holler at you. Peace.